Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Madam Siti Hawa. Today I would like to present about business ethics and article review. So before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Irfan bin Roslan and I currently in semester 3 and from Islamic Finance. So let's start. So the topic that we will like to discuss today is about trustworthiness. Trustworthiness relates directly to ethics on two specific dimensions: integrity and benevolence. In brief, a trustworthy party is one that will not unfairly exploit the vulnerabilities of the other parties in the relationship. Trust relationship exists at many levels between two people, among members of a team, between teams within an organization, between workers and management, and even within an entire system like the financial system or the air traffic control system. The further removed individuals are from the locus of the relationship, it becomes more complicated to assess trustworthiness. For example, how do you judge the trustworthiness of a bank or financial system that is saving your money? We would like use a combination of personal and impersonal cues. For example, if we are making a trust judgment about a doctor for surgery, we might assess not only the doctor but also what hospital he or she operates in. So for the next slide, I would like to introduce you with the 3 articles that I chose from Google Scholar about this topic. First article titled Towards an Ethical and Trustworthy of Virtual Work Environment in Current Workplace. Article 2, Designing AI Using Human-Centered Approach as Explainability and Accuracy Towards Trustworthiness. Article 3, It is not accuracy versus explainability. We need both for trustworthy AI system. And this 3 article is from 2022 to 2023. So let's move to the summary of the article. So the first article is discussed about ethical education, including the debates and roles related to ethical responsibilities must be taught, as these are important for digital professionals to know about critical thinking, power balancing, and open source. Regarding a fairness cheating field publicly, the community animals attention within the development regarding the ability prepared to remain extremely critical for proving that related to cheating or helping, plus for reacting alongside feelings they have for playing tit for tat. Required benefit about individuals required to understand the following transfer using his or her general intelligence. Such Islamic effort then must turn into an improved tendency to participate in positive work activities that increase security. In conclusion, remote work via technology devices is a good way to study in-depth interaction between adults and users whose main focus is protect service by maintaining social distance. There is need for further research that focuses on the impact of coronavirus and aims to protect adult assessments through digital technologies. This involves people's perspective on the use of such services and the perspective of the professionals who manage this work. Such works is important to live effectively in this situation that have arisen unconsciously. This work focuses on organizational resources, especially the role of information and status and their effect, while the effects of other things such as services, goods, and money are not considered. Future work, therefore, needs to focus on the differential impact of the 3 non-economic resources on an economic resources via rational, effective responses or level of labor input. The current research focuses on effective, and cognitive responses. The application of reduction theory helps explain how individuals reduce uncertainty during a crisis. It is managed by gaining information as it reduces many concerns. This study has also revealed new perspective and assessment for dealing with the shortcomings in the environmental moral industry by providing an appropriate theoretical concept for the existing jobs and execution of the work of the majority of the workforce, as well as important direction for further work. This work also helps to raise awareness of environmental moral. It highlights many problems in the existing industry and offers solutions aimed at transforming society, schools, and families into expanded and improved environmental moral markets and encouraging individuals to transform their momentum into real motivation. Moreover, it proved to be useful in promoting people's moral level, harmony between people and nature, and forming good habits regarding environmental protection. This study also highlights that remote working has a positive effect on the organization's competitiveness. Considering the high business ethics, the advantage gained through this applies to the knowledge which required further research work for examining the other condition that helps in this transition process. All the data collected for this study was gathered from GCC countries. Therefore, the findings are according to the culture, environment, and working condition of these countries. So, future research should analyze the data from the countries for better understanding. So, in this article, we address two dimensions that arguably underpin the success of AI, namely explainability and accuracy, which experts believe lead to trustworthiness. There are thousands of papers on this topic, but stands out by incorporating materials from an extensive survey of 400 articles to define the field of explainable AI (XAI). Relevant definitions of explainability, interpretability, transparency, and trustworthiness are presented, and links between concepts are shown. For example, researchers define explainability as linked to the notion of explanation as an interface between humans and a decision maker that is at the same time an accurate proxy of the decision maker and understandable by humans. In this context, we must consider to whom we are giving an explanation. What are the audience knowledge, belief, and motivations? Transparency and explainability are criteria that underpin the perceived trustworthiness of a system. However, trustworthiness as a goal of XAI has come under criticism for being difficult to measure, and for good reason. Personifying the value of trust in an inanimate object is considered by some to be unconstructive. There can be no bidirectional trust between a human and a thing, although we can speak of trustworthy system. Moreover, the fact that a model is said to be trustworthy does not necessarily mean that it is explainable. For example, a movie recommendation system could consistently produce relevant results without the viewer knowing or caring how the recommendation were determined. One way to operationalize trustworthiness is subjective confidence that a model will behave as intended in given problem. To this end, explainability is at the heart of trustworthy. So, the third article is about witnessing the emergence of an AI economy and society, where AI technologies are increasingly impacting healthcare, business, transportation, and many aspects of daily life. Numerous successes have already been reported where AI systems have even surpassed the accuracy of human experts. However, AI systems can also produce errors, exhibit bias, and be sensitive to data noise, and often lack technical and legal transparency, diminishing trust in them and making their adoption difficult. These recent shortcomings and concerns have been documented in the scientific press as well as in the general press, etc. Self-driving car accident bias in healthcare, attitude and facial recognition system for people of color, seemingly correct medical decision that later turned out to be wrong, etc. This has led to the emergence of numerous government and regulatory initiatives calling for trustworthy and ethical AI to ensure accuracy and robustness, some form of explainability, human control and oversight, elimination of bias, legal transparency, and security. The challenges in providing trustworthy AI system motivated intensive research on explainable AI system (XAI). The goals of XAI is to provide humans with understandable information about how AI system make their decisions. In this paper, we first briefly summarize recent work on XAI and then challenge the recent accuracy versus explainability argument as mutually exclusive and focus only on deep learning. We then present our recommendation for using XAI throughout the life cycle of trustworthy AI system. Development, validation, certification, and trustworthy production and maintenance. Although most of our examples and discussion are related to health and biomedical application, given their large impact on society and the economy and the large number of publication, we believe that our recommendations are relevant to deployment of all types of high-stakes trustworthy AI application. To compare these three articles, they have the same idea of the trustworthiness in business ethics because they conclude that virtual working can lead to issue of the trustworthiness. Responsible party for this issue are firms and of course the workers and also businesses. So to conclude this presentation, parties' level of trustworthiness is determined by perceptions of the potential trustees' capacity to carry out its responsibilities, genuine concern for the welfare of the trusting party and the willingness to forego its own interests, and dedication to upholding prevailing ethical standards. Ability, goodness, and integrity are the three factors that are likely to change in importance over the course of a relationship. They can be trust between a pair of individuals, among co-workers in a group, between an individual and a company, and between two organizations. Inter-organization trust, the final category, is a crucial element in the interactions between businesses and their stakeholders. There will be less need for formal governance mechanism like contracts and monitoring system when there is trust between the firms, which will lower the relationship's transaction costs. So that's all from me. Thank you.